impressed by your compassion for other living beings.
Good.
And how you stand up for the things you say you believe in. That means finally what you say you are, that's what you are looked upon to be. Because if you say it and you act different, then you are just contradicting what you say you are.
Really, confusion of the, representative of the word confusion. We call you yourself. Anyway, but I'm interested in, how you act. There's something about acting there.
Yes.
Let's have it again.
It said, I'm impressed by your compassion for other living beings.
Impressed by your compassion for other living beings. Very important. I think this is very important. Yeah, it's bringing Miss B or Lady B, you understand, back to, sometimes she may want to be hard because of some, circumstances or reactions and so on. But again, just try to find a place in your heart to be like Christ. Christ says we should be like him. Yeah, it's pretty difficult. You know why I'm interested in that? Because there are times that I'm using myself an example right now. I don't want to. And it's like, if you're watching us right now, let me use myself an example. There are moments that you can be pushed to the extreme. But what would Jesus do at that point in time? But somebody will say that's Jesus, and I am, mortal. Somebody will say that's Jesus. But again, I think he's bringing back to think of, striving hard to be like him, even though we can't really be like him. And what do you believe in? What is that value? How do you call yourself? And are you the exact, belief of yours? I think that's really good. Sometimes we say I have to use this very common example. I am a Christian. Oh, my faith says, oh, you are the opposite of what your faith says. I think this is good. Also, I think it's bringing us back to, try as much as possible to contain human beings. You understand? Because I will, not lie on this side that it's easier to contain animals than human beings. I'm sorry to say. You just,
back the who you are. That's what I wanted to highlight. And hello to all Christians this afternoon. And Muslims too.
Thank you so much, Mariko. Still at the introductory phase, it was another fine one there, ladies and gentlemen. But just to say that, you were asking what did Jesus do, or, and so on and so on. He gave the people food. He fed the people, you understand, and in return. But I'm coming back to say that's what makes human beings. But in this, it's for us to fight hard to be on the safe side. Seriously, it's not easy. Mariko was forced to see this afternoon. There's some even who do not merit compassion. But what would Jesus do? At one point in time, we just knew, but seriously, I think we need to flee like Joseph too at one point in time. What do you think about that? Flee. You understand? Like Joseph in the Bible. Anyway, thank you, Mariko, ladies and gentlemen. No. We know the reason why Joseph was, you understand? This was high level. We don't have compassion in this kind of situation. You want us to open Joseph's situation with the wife of Potiphar? Anyway, thank you so much, Mariko. Ladies and gentlemen, in the heart of the city, we'll stay here. We go straight into the program this afternoon. We're asking, is it right for parents to exchange words in front of their kids? Meantime, we go preserve groundnuts. Mariko.
Yes, Miss B, we'll talk about preservation of groundnuts. Thank you once again for giving me the floor. We'll talk about preservation of groundnuts. It's quite easy when it comes to a particular type of groundnut. Since we're talking about the fresh version, you might think that as we are in the rainy seasons, it's okay. Don't be surprised to find your groundnuts still getting rotten during this rainy seasons. Don't be surprised. Why? Because too much rains can instead break your groundnuts.
Good.
But if it is still in the soil, that is, if it is still growing, then it doesn't run any risk, because rather the rains would permit it to germinate, grow better. Now, how do you preserve groundnuts? With our fresh groundnuts that you can see there on your screen, for you to preserve it, make sure it's not close to water.
Good.
When you buy it from the market, especially if you're someone who is into this business and maybe you sell it raw, because some people will still come to you to buy it raw, go boil before selling. Now you might be one of those who is selling it raw. What do? When you buy in big bags, because some people buy it in really big bags. I don't know the sizes of these bags, but they are quite tall. Sometimes they can even have our height as humans. But now, what do you do when you have this kind of big quantity?
Good.
You generally look at the bags, you discover something. The bags are not all sealed. They have a way of doing this thing that they best know. They leave it perforated somehow. The grains can fall, yes, but the way they do it, it's in such a way that your groundnuts can fall off. Now, the second thing that you can do in order to keep your groundnuts safe and sound is that you spread it. You can spread it in an open area.
Very important.
Exactly. Maybe it's in a house, maybe it's an open air, Miss B, but we know that.
So you don't keep it tight.
Yes, you don't keep it tight. If you keep it tight, it might start getting rot, or you just find some grains that are becoming very soft. Now that's 2. 3, you can decide to, every time sun is out, you spread it. Fortunately for us here in Bafoussam, it's quite good with us this rainy season, because immediately the rains are over, sun just comes. So you can just seize that opportunity. You put it under the sun, spread it under the sun, and you'll be good to go. Another way that you can preserve your groundnuts, for those who are just into consumption, you can put it in the freezer or the fridge. How do you go about this? You tie it in a paper. Very well.
Good.
You tie it in a paper. Don't wash your groundnuts, because some people want to keep it, they will be washing before keeping and all of that. I prefer that you leave it in that ground state. That's with the ground, the soil on it. Just keep
Before
it the
you-
way it is before you preserve. Preserve.
And what's the secret behind that?
Okay. Well, that secret is that, Miss B, sometimes when you wash, you need to still sun.
You need to sow.
Exactly, so that
Water can
you
still get
remove-
inside the grains even,
Exactly.
provoking germination. And now that I'm seeing that one. Okay, you preserve it with the ground still on the...
Exactly. Just leave the ground on it. Another way is in the soil, like I highlighted earlier this week. You can dig the soil, but make sure you don't leave it there for too long, because you can come and meet your groundnuts already germinating. And the last but not the least way of preserving is that when you have your kitchen, your 3-stone fireside kitchen,
Good.
it's easier, because if you have this banda, it's a ceiling. We call it banda in the common language, in our own parlance, but it's like a ceiling that is found in our traditional kitchens, where you keep your firewood so that smoke goes up and dries up the firewood. Now you can decide to put it up there in a light bag, and you just drop it there, and the smoke is going to help you dry it up too. But don't leave it there for too long, Miss B, because rats can help you too.
Good.
Yes, they can come around and they eat the whole bag. So those are some of the methods of preserving fresh groundnuts. That's the fresh
What
version
we have in front of the
groundnuts.
screen.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mariko. So it's an indication that I think I like the aspect of the way you bought it or the way it came from the farm. You preserve it that way. So when we want to use it, that's when the quantity you want to use, you wash.
You just wash. You
Thank
remove
you.
the quantity. You wash. Then I see people wash and even wash with soap.
No, it depends on you.
Yeah,
Depends.
because sometimes, especially when
It
you want
doesn't
to
mean
do
that you
sales.
carry savon and begin to rub on.
It's what they do.
You tight on that. Don't I think that you just foam up water with savon or
It's what they do. So-
really?
yes, because they want to do business with it, not for consumption, home consumption. When it's just home consumption, you can
In fact,
do it the way
maybe
you want.
raise.
But when they want to go to the market, what the idea behind this is to call the attention of clients so that they come towards it. Since it's bright, it's shiny, and all of that. So
Thank you so much, Mariko. Ladies and gentlemen, we're preserving groundnuts. Remember, we started it in the course of this week. As far as the business corner is concerned, we did, sales, we did cultivation. This is the season. So wherever or whatever we bring here, know that it's seasonal. We can't really talk Kasi Mango. I'm going back to it. We can't really talk Kasi Mango right now. It's not the season. So we bring you seasonal happenings across the town of Bafoussam, the city of Bafoussam, and other cities in Cameroon. So it's all about groundnuts. We're talking preservation, how to preserve. Beautiful tips there for Mariko, you understand? And if you're just tuning in, welcome on board the program in the heart of the city, 7 minutes after 3 p.m. the studios of NG Television. What do you think about the question for the day? Is it right for parents to exchange words in front of their kids, no matter how angry they may be? Tell us something from this, and you understand. As far as that question for the day is concerned, while we, warming up to get the health page for today, without any transition, we go over to Cynthia Binda, who's going to the kitchen for us this afternoon. But Binda, before you do that, is there anything to add in terms of preservation as far as groundnuts are concerned? And let's say hi to you, Charlene, in Betois. That's the east region of the country, following us right now. Thank you for coming live. And of course, to you is Sombadilino in Yaoundé. Nice to know, guys, that you're all out there giving us moral support from this zen. You understand? Bina, anything to add there?
Well, Miracle has mentioned everything, but just know that the only way you can possibly preserve groundnut is dried. That's
dried.
the best way. The best way you can preserve groundnut.
Let's keep it dry.
Yes, keep it dry. But just know that you have to be careful because rats, they will not eat all of it. They will just chop some part, chop.
These are really, what we call destructive elements.
Yes. So
It's like a side way to chip in their, you understand, contributions.
some people,
the
when they harvest their groundnut on the pan, as Michael was saying, they just pour it there.
Good.
But these rats, what they come is, they don't eat one groundnut. They just chop some of the sides. They chop and leave half. So the best way to keep groundnut is dry because you
Just
still
keep it
need,
dry.
you still need to plant it next season. It's true that some people are harvesting now. You still need to plant next season, and you can only plant it when it's dry.
You can only plant it when it's dry. Thank you so much, Binda, for adding there. Okay, please, it's time for us to salivate from this angle. You understand? If you're on the table right now, you just can, understand, enjoy your meal, and maybe we, boost up somebody's, menu in the course of the weekend. Maybe tomorrow. Binda, I hope it's not pili.
No, Miss B, it's not pili. We started with vegetable.
Vegetables in various forms is the Miss cuisine for the
pili
week.
is good now.
Somebody will be like, Miss B, you have a particular problem with peeling. No. Anyway, various forms on how we can do huckleberry, Binda.
Yes, the Jamanjama, as I call it, in the local parlance,
Good.
the one that comes particularly from the northwest. We've done a number of it. I think we did palm oil, just palm oil empty that
Good.
we did. And we've done the one with egusi, in fact, the one that particularly comes from my village.
The binge.
Binge.
Okay, I thought Miss B missed it out.
No, B is the vegetable. Nge
Nge is
is the egusi.
Good see. Oh, this is serious. All right, Binda.
That's just a mixture of it. Today, I want us to do with tomato the way that everybody knows.
Fried method.
Yes, the fried method.
Cutting it there.
You pick your vegetables the way you normally have to pick it, then you boil. You boil the way you boil normally, and then you add salt. Remember I said on Monday that this particular jar of vegetable, you don't cook for so long. The other one that is big leaf, you need to cook very well, because if you don't cook well, I won't probably be bitter.
Good.
It will not be well cooked. You see that? But this one is, the small leaves. At one point when it's boiling, you have to stir, and then you add a pinch of salt, and it goes very fast. When you remove from the fire and you squeeze the water from it, what you do is that in the bundles, as you squeeze up the water, so that it should not be long, you have to cut. Use a knife to cut so that it should not be too long when they are cooking. So in the bundles, you cut maybe into 4 or more.
Good.
Into small, so that it will come out, or it will not be stuck up together. The way you do that, then you chop your tomatoes and your onion. This one is very simple. You chop tomato. Then you can add bunga to it. How do? You take bunga and you remove into small pieces. Very small pieces you put together. When you fry your onions and your tomatoes, then you add the bunga to it inside the oil. Preferably palm oil.
Good.
I know some people opt for refined oil. I always like vegetable palm oil. Enough palm oil, good palm oil. And
We bleach the palm oil.
no, you don't bleach.
We don't bleach. We
You
go
don't
that
bleach.
way.
You don't
Okay.
bleach.
So if you have
can
to
warm it.
bleach, it's preferable we just go with the
You
refined
find
oil.
yes, if you have to, because
Thank
you know
you.
that you eat it directly. It's not something that you have to change it from. You just need to fry any vegetable and you eat it directly, so it becomes complicated when you bleach your health wise. When you put the oil, you warm the oil, they add onions and tomatoes, you stir, you have to cook, you add Maggi and your salt. I know some people opt for spices to add to it, but I am not a particular to that. So I mostly use onions and tomatoes.
Good.
If I want to add anything, it's leeks. Yes, leeks.
I think they add a particular flavor and taste.
Yes,
to the
just
vegetable.
leeks that you add, you chop, you add, and then you fry. And at the end of the day, you have exactly this: the fried vegetables, that tomato and onions added to it with a little bit of bunga. It gives it a particular taste, and I tell you, you will love it if you do it that way.
Thank you so much, Binda. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Various genres of, various methods, pardon me there, on how we can produce huckleberry. Yeah, we did it on Monday, it was another form. Tuesday, another form. And today is Thursday, another form. Friday, maybe it's going to be another form that will engulf all the three. Mixtures you've done already. I don't know, but what are you thinking? What are you expecting from the Miss Cuisine? Holiday makers, oh yeah, girls in particular. It doesn't mean the boys shouldn't enter the kitchen. Girls in particular, please seize this opportunity. If you're at home, you don't have extra classes or extra activities to keep you busy. And because of this holiday period, then from in the heart of the city, the kitchen corner, learn how to produce beautiful meals. These are just, free forms on how you can do huckleberry. You understand? And before you know it, you're boo-boo. But teenage girls, do they keep boo-boo? This generation, Peter says, never you put your hands, on the flames,
Don't say that I know
to bite their
child,
kiss.
no, don't say anything like
This child is innocent, no.
You say you give birth to
Okay.
a child, but not the heart. So people remember.
All right, that's it there. But again, you can still do it for your mommy. You can do it for your daddy. It doesn't mean you can only do it for your cash. You understand? Don't mind Miss B or Lady B. Ladies and gentlemen, we at this point in time we have a few more minutes to get together. But I think let's take some reactions from this end, and then we see how we can enter the health page this afternoon. Thank you, Charlene Betua, who is like, it's not a good idea for parents to query in front of their kids. This is coming all the way from the East region. That's Betua. Thank you, Mariani Ndongfang Shalen. Greetings to you. Esomba Dilino, thank you, is against the fact. And we have you, Itoy, Isabella Itoy. Hinba for some, that's Madam Ichi Simon. Understand? Who says no, it is not a good idea. Thank you so much, dear, for your reaction there, Itoy, Isabel Itoy. I'm going to add it again, Madam Simon Echi. So to all the understand spying, our own guy, Simon Echi became. Yeah, there is a madam attached to it. Don't mind Miss B. Greetings to you, production room, Simon Echi Agbo, and of course the central region. That's to Joel Ndindem. I don't want my record to really call Joel right now. It's like we'll be going up to Ikona Lelu to bring out that pronunciation. Okay, that's it. No, seriously, my record, don't smile. It's not a laughing matter. This is Madam Echi, all the way from Bafusam. Thank you so much, girl, for making your presence felt on this set. And that's why I'm going to seize this opportunity. The guy is already hooked up, Osha. The ladies. Miss B, right on now. Is that where you were?
Right on, Nami. Is that where you were?
Right on, Miss B.
I'm talking for the rest. Right on.
Thank you so much. But of course, I don't know. The guy's wearing a ring. Let's call a spade a spade. As though if you are like, oh, this.
The rings are in the head.
This is another aspect of it. Rings are in the. I don't care. I'm interested in the physical. I don't care, ladies. I'm interested. Show me your fingers. Okay, the market is open.
It's in the head.
Mariko,
It's in the head.
Not everybody wear it.
Mariko, show me your fingers.
And it's in the mind. I have so many even. That means that I could even be
Don't just confuse people here with so many.
No, he even knows the finger knows.
Joel, good afternoon to you. I will wonder.
Miss B, show us
Very
your
soon.
fingers too.
Yes.
Miss B, show your fingers. It's in the head.
So it's in the head.
Peace Book, all the way from the OPEC city. That's, the town of friendship, beside the town of legendary hospitality. That's, Limbe. One love to all the people in Limbe, you understand? Especially those that might fall, you understand? A particular love is going to you right now. You have a soft spot here when it comes to this platform. That's to no other person. You see, talking about that, Miss B is already feeling high right now. That's to you, Chill Cynthia in my phone, Limbe, Papa Teens, the Bassa Prince, and anyway, you got a soft spot from the Zen. You know why? You're always there to give us moral support from the Zen. You see what Peace Book has done. Because of your Peace Book, we're already storming Limbe. And he says, it took me almost 17 years before I could understand that my parents used to quarrel or be angry. They made us feel like everything was just so okay, even though it wasn't so. Peace Book, you need a crown indeed. Did you get that right up, ladies and gentlemen? I think this is a live testimony. Thank you so much, Peace Book, all the way from the basis. It took him 17 years to notice, to even realize, I'm looking for a word now, Sha, help Miss B out, to understand, to come to, conclusion, to come to terms, to, finally, believe that the parents used to have issues. This is a perfect example. Miss B, you just have to smile because you got every reason to smile. Peace Book, now I understand why you're a wonderful daddy. I don't need somebody to testify because the whom you're coming from portrays who you are. Am I right, Peace Book? You're watching us right now in Limbe. Thank you so much. Aminde Castro, Miss B, not Miss B, Mariko is saying hi to you because I just mentioned the name Aminde. This is Mok. This is Lewo, this is Fontem, this is the BLM in the southwest region. And this is, no way, it's not good. And I tell you what, there is like, if you are my wife, you do that even. I'll send you to go for vacation in my mom's place, and then after you come back home. This is harsh now, boy, because your wife tried to query you in front of your kids. Thank you, Catherine Destiny. I don't know, maybe
they also avoid to attack her in front of kids.
Thank you, Mariko. Hey, it's your sister, not me. That blow is coming from your sister. Her name is Mariko Quincha Zoafak. It's Mock also. So it's not Miss B. Don't say Miss B. Is that what you just said to me right now? Those reactions. Catherine Destiny, all the way from the Middle East, that's Cyprus. You understand? No, it's very bad. It will shatter the heart of the kids. Then they will begin to grow up with this bad attitude. Thank you. Parents do impact what they got to their kids. And so sometimes you see kids no learn. Seriously. Binda just said sometimes you give birth to children, you don't give birth to their heart. But truly, Miss B, go see this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 80%, let me not be too hard, or let me not exaggerate, 80% of kids are a reflection of what their parents are. I'm sorry to say, seriously, even though sometimes you don't give birth to what you want. But those are exceptional cases. Let's hear what Ada Joan is saying right now, all the way from Dubai. That's Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. She says, no, it's not good example for the kids to emulate. Thank you so much, this Mokwe princess, who is actually feeling good in the United States. What's that? The United Arab Emirates. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to know, heartwarming indeed, to get your reactions from this end. You can keep chipping them. Numbers are in front of your screen, one-on-one, through our social media page. We take them, we make the best out of it from this sender. Okay, looking at the reaction this after Marco, who is there? Okay, it's Binda. That's the Binda. What was your reaction in terms of this? In the course of the week, the girls have already spoken. We're just concluding. Were you for it or against?
I'm not spoken.
This is serious. This is serious.
Waiting for the
really.
moment.
And what's the time? Okay, tomorrow we go dwell only on that. And it's true. We were handling the kids. Oh, thank you. Oh, Miss B. Okay, but everybody is against it, and I wanna believe who really want to quarrel the boo boo. Will you do the contrary?
No, Miss.
Even if he provokes you in front of kids, women talk now. Women, we know our instincts. We know our temperaments.
Miss
B, that talk now.
Miss B, I'm a kind of person that
this is serious.
Sometimes it's true that sometimes you can get carried away.
Okay, no, I like this point right now. Sometimes we can get.
Let's carried away.
Let's not play the.
He can just come back from work and he's so angry. He has had some problems back at work.
And you too must have had yours.
And maybe you had a quarrel beforehand, and he enters the house and you be like, you talk to him, the way he answers you, be like, and the next thing is you've already thrown the words, whereas you're not supposed to. There are people who are married and they've never, you never see them calling for their children. They quarrel in their room. But some other men, when they come back home, the first thing is that It's just a slap that they give
That
their
is
wife.
for real.
So I think it's very wrong because it's exactly what you give your children.
Good.
You make them traumatized. Miss B, I think tomorrow I'll tell us a story about what I read
Thank you.
of a case like that he had to affect the child, and the end of it, his father had to kill him. You can imagine what these kind of things can possibly go through. A very popular star, I wouldn't want to call the name. His father did not like him. His father claimed that he wasn't his child. And so he used to have quarrel with his mother just because of that.
Do we still argue over issues like that? Where
Yeah.
They are every weeks to
It's
prove
DNA.
it.
It's true that there's DNA,
Come
but
on.
if you go in Cameroon, if you go do DNA that you're married, you'll not be allowed to do it.
No, I think
So
one
you
point,
need a-
no
you
one
need an
point in time.
authorization.
No, you are married.
At one
you're
point
officially
in
married,
time-
so that child.
At one point in time,
yes.
there must be a way out.
You're married, Miss B. It's your wife. So even if it's
Anyway.
not your child that you
They'll
put,
say
it's
it's
your
no
wahala.
child. So that's what most
So
people-
legally-
yeah, it's you're legally married, so there's nothing you can do. If it's somebody that is outside, that's where it is done.
This
But
is
when you're married,
serious.
it's not possible.
No, sometimes we need to
so
revoke this law.
It's true that it's unjust, Mary. It's very, very unjust. There are some laws that are put in place, and some things that are not taken
Because
into
anything
consideration.
can happen in the course of the marriage.
So
or
he
the
went
marital
he
life.
went out and he started having some this mental sickness because of the quarrels he used to hear from his parents. So one day he came to the house and his father and his mother were quarreling. He told his father to allow his mother alone. And his father came to the room. I said, "Who are you talking to?" He got into the room. He sent his father out of his room. His father went and took a gun and shot him. So there are some things that get to traumatize children a lot, and in the long run, you see that they come and inflict it on. It affects them, and when you grow up, you want to defend a person that is a weaker sex in this case, because some men take it to be the fact that I am a dictator, I am a man, and they dictate their rules and all those kind of things. So I think that it's not always good. I wish some people can understand, because some people do still practice it till date. Today, as we're still talking about it, in
You're
spite
right.
of all the effects that it has on people.
Thank you so much. We're going to talk more on that. We're just going to hear the girls talk. So let's just leave the reactions like this, because I was about saying that everybody is in line with the girls this afternoon. You will hear them tomorrow. You just keep connected as far as the program is concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take the health page. Mariko will tell you something tomorrow. Binda just provoked somebody right now because I'm provoked, but I don't want to get there because we do not have time on our side. We're already 24 minutes after 3 p.m. the studios of NG Television, and before you know, Indinda will be telling us, out, you understand, the time whip. As far as the program, the heart of this. Good afternoon, Joa. You are a guy, you understand. After this, you know where we'll end it, you understand. Never mind your girl. It's not like she's shouting it loud for everybody. Of course, they are our fans now. They need to hear it. Sometimes the fans need to hear this now. What are we hiding? Especially Facebook. Okay, nerves. This is the season with the cold, the rains, those with very weak, body systems can easily, catch this breakdown in terms of health with nerves. You may even be, very, young in age, but before you know it, nerves. I think in the course of these days, we've demonstrated the very, spots on the body where we really go through that pain. Mind you, today, what are some of the things we need to consume to be able to fight nerves? Tomorrow, maybe we'll talk on exercises. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. And so take your regular, checkups. You understand? Make sure your blood level is okay. Make sure you understand calcium, everything. Just check glucose. You understand? Glucose in the body. Sugar level. Yes, I think it's better this way, Miss B. So this glucose thing. Check your sugar level, and of course quit smoking if you're a lover of, or you're a die-hearted smoker. Please, tobacco, all those things, understand. You can't really just, if I 1 hour without you smoking, you're already suffering from smongitis. Permit me go that way this afternoon, or you understand, you need to quit. Glucose level, we've talked about that. Go for creams or lotions that are meant for massaging those very spots affected by nerves. You understand? We mentioned the spots. Joa's already giving us what is going to happen again. Anyway, there's what we call electrical stimulus or electric stimulus, but I think I'll go with electrical stimulus. Meaning that there's some machines where you can actually get there and stimulate the system to bring back that nerve, that particular nerve in order. And so if you can afford, go for them. If you can't, we go the local way. And what's the local way? Please sit on the floor, sleep on the floor, massage yourself on a cold floor. Yeah, it's going to help, but if it's so cold like Bafusam, you will need something like a small carpet to be able to keep warm. And then you will need warm bath, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go for warm bath. Improve on your diet, improve on your nutrition, you understand? Improve on your diet or your nutrition, healthy habits, you understand? Eat well, feed well, go for a lot of yogurts and fruits like we have it there in front of the screen. We need to consume lots of vegetables, huckleberry. Binda has done various forms. Groundnuts, yeah, this is protein, good. Consume enough, lots of groundnuts, you understand? Potassium, you understand, is in groundnuts, especially when we don't peel the back of groundnuts before you cook. That's potassium, and there are lots of other aspects. Good for calcium or potassium made drugs. It's also good. Fruits, Joel, you're already too far. I think we could go back again for Miss B to actually go back in line with the images. Good. Yogurts, you will need them enough in your system. I'm telling you what, you will need, especially those with the advanced age, they will need them more. Yeah, those who are aging, you need them more. Younger population, you need them when you're suffering from nerves. Mind you, we talked on the fact that we bring in this season because those who are asthmatic, those who are, really weak in terms of, with the cold, you can't really adapt when it's so cold. You can easily fall for nerves. On the palms, the feet, the behind part of the neck here, the vertebral column, the joints, ligaments and so on. But we talked about all that these days. This is ginger. What do you do? You chew until you understand your passing ginger is following you behind every day. Chew, make ginger juice, boil just ginger. And I will really recommend this afternoon, dear televiewers, if you're watching with this ginger, just watch with the peels. You understand? Watch, don't peel off the peels. I like that. Don't peel off the peels. Wash with the peels, take off all the sun, wash with sponge. And when it's damn clean, slice with the peels like you have it there and boil, and then you drink. Have glass of it in the morning, have glass in the afternoon, come back, tell us the result, and you can testify it was indeed magical. Good. These are white guava blanc, white pepper. Good. It has a role to play. Add it to your meal. What you have in front of your screen, add it to your meal. Eat a lot of it. You will come back, tell us the result. Are we done, Joel? Do we still have? Good. Consume a lot of good things as you see them there. Hamburger, understand? Anyway, if you can identify that, consume it. Understand? Binda has identified it. You just know these are them lovers of fish more than even meat, you understand? And then other aspects could be attached to it. Mariko says no fish.
No, Miss B, I was trying to tell myself that I was looking for what it was.
Okay.
Until Cynthia called it because I didn't identify it.
Good.
Michael likes meat.
Sticks. Yes, I prefer it.
Yeah, it's also good,
Yeah,
but
meaty.
but now this is for those who are suffering nerves. You're not suffering nerves. It's, you understand? Feel good. Feed well. Anyway, vegetables, we'll talk about that. And thank you so much. Egusi, good. That's enough, potassium to add to the body. Zinc, mind you, zinc is equally attached to this egusi. This is almond nuts. If you don't know them, just go towards an awuzaman. They will take you right to where these nuts are. Please chew them, boil them, produce powder out of it, make tea from it, drink. Come back, tell us the result. Was it good this afternoon? Were you happy? Did you get something? Was there any take home? Joel? Joel says he needs more. Okay, let me give you more. Let me speak. Okay, Joel, thank you so much.
I want to bring anything back, Miss B, with your permission. Let it be binge.
Thank you. All right, thank you, production room, ladies and gentlemen. All is said there. We already out of time. Maybe the girls would have chipped in, but tomorrow you will hear them talk. Thank you for making Thursday just so from the Zen. Tomorrow is another day. We'll be together on this set, and of course, Central Mike, I remain your humble presenter, your girl, Miss B or Lady B. You know what to do. Whenever you call me, I'll give you a pretty smile. Mariko, thank you so much. One beautiful smile there, Fatima.
Oh, thank you very much, Miss B. It's just that I don't know how to give that smile like you because I'm not. Maybe if they call me Miss B too, I'll give the smile. It's a mark. It's a fabrication.
It's a trademark.
It's a trademark.
Oh, come on. Thank you for that.
Let me just smile. Thank you very much, Miss B.
I suspect the smile. Oh, thank you so
Have
much.
a nice day
Michael.
to you all on
Thank you.
set. To all the viewers.
Linda, give that beautiful smile. Joao, don't you see this girl right now? This is what we're talking about. It's for you, dear televiewers. You just copy that and make the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Joao, give us a beautiful smile from that. Love you all, dear televiewers. We'll be together again on this set. It's always this moment where one beautiful smile whenever you see my face. Stay out of trouble. One love from this end.